guess what today is? Today is my birthday. It's my birthday. And I was told to get ready and be ready by 6 o'clock. So I don't know if I'm going out. I don't know if people are coming over. I don't know what I'm doing. And I don't know what I'm wearing. So if you want to get ready with me on my birthday, then let's get to it. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is pin this crazy hair up that hasn't been fixed yet. So we're just going to tie this baby up, maybe. Pin it out of my face. Oh yeah. Cute. Okay. So, what am I going to wear? I think I'm going to wear... The reason I'm looking over here is because I have a closet built in over here. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe wear a navy dress, since my hair is bluish today and it's purple on the ends. I don't know if you can tell that or not. So I think what I will do is wear a navy dress, and so maybe do a little bit of a blue eye. If you hear any little ticking, that's my little mini poodle. She's trying to make her a place on the floor. So I guess what I will do is maybe just do a little bit of a easy smoky eye, or maybe a blue and navy eye. I guess we'll just decide as we go. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to prime. I've already moisturized my face, so I'm going to prime, and I think I'll do my eyes before I do my foundation. So that's what we're going to do next. So I'm going to go and jump and do that off camera because nobody needs to see how to put primer on. I'm sure you guys all know how to do that. But I will be using the Tatcha Silk Canvas. So favorite primer. Foundations I couldn't wear before, all of a sudden I can wear again because this has evened out my skin so wonderfully. But I'm going to throw this on and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my primer on, and I just put it in the places where I need my makeup to stick a little better, maybe like my nose, forehead, chin, places like that. And I am going to use my Too Faced Born This Way foundation. And I am in the shade Nude because I'm a little red and a little yellow. So if you've noticed, my face is horribly broke out. These little red bumps everywhere. This huge red bump right here. And I could not figure out why I kept getting these little white bumps all over my face every now and then. And I was like, what is causing that? So then I took everything, all my, like night mask and night serums and all that stuff, and I started adding them back one by one, and I found the culprit, which is the ordinary rose hip oil. And so a lot of people swear by it, but it breaks me out so bad, and I do not need that in my life. So I'm just going to take a little makeup sponge here. Oh no, I'm not, because I'm not putting my foundation on first. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of foundation on my eyelids instead of using like a primer or something like that. I've already primed my face. I'm going to take a little bit of the Born This Way foundation, and I am going to first open a mirror so I can see. Don't want to make this a no mirror challenge. So I'm just going to put just a little bit just to prime my eyes and get them all even before I start adding on the eyeshadow. And this little brush right here comes in handy. It's kind of firm but soft, and it's by oh, who's this by? Oh, I can't think of who it's by. Can't think of it. Cheap brand. You can buy them in drugstores, Walmart, CVS. think of what it's called. And they never put, oh, it's by e.l.f. It's the foundation brush by e.l.f. So I'm just going to put a little of this on. And since I got way too much on there, I'm just going to go ahead and drag it out a little bit. Bring it all the way up to my eyebrows. I hope colors are going to show up good on here because the foundation looks a little off on camera. I could scream at these makeup settings. I have recorded probably 4 2-hour videos, tutorials, and cannot use any of them because the colors do not show up true to color. I have adjusted settings. I have watched 10,000 videos. I cannot get this right. I have adjusted lighting. So I don't know. But it's my birthday today and I'm gonna record this, just even if I have to have it as a memory and never post it. Not sure, we'll have to see. Okay, so because this one is not too sticky, I'm gonna go ahead and go straight into my eyeshadow. So I'm gonna grab a Too Faced Best Year Ever palette. This is an older palette, oldie but a goodie. And I'm gonna grab a, it's a color called Marshmallowed. I don't know if you can see that or not. Marshmallowed and Snow Day. And I'm just gonna cover my whole eyelid with that, which will set it, but it'll also give an even matte tone all over. Just like that. And you see it toned down a lot of that foundation yellow. Just like that. I'm going to turn down these lights just a little bit and see. Bear with me. I don't know, we'll stick with that for now and we'll see how it does. Okay, since I'm wearing navy maybe and blues, let me lay down a little bit of a transition color. And I'm just going to place that right above the crease. Up at an angle. And I'm going to hold it really far down the brush just so it's easier to blend, a lighter touch. I hate not knowing what's going to happen or how to dress, or makes me nervous. And trust this process because I'm going to look crazy until the end. So, but anyway, okay. I'm not sure how I feel about this transition shade. It's a little orange. I may cool it down a little bit with a more cool tone color. I have this color here. I hope you can see it. That one right there. It's called Deck the Malls. Still in this Too Faced palette. And we're going to do the same thing to the other eye. Okay, so now I've got a transition color. I've got a little bit of a spiked cider and a Deck the Malls color, a little cooler tone, and I've got that just from the crease up, but not all the way to the brow because we're going to stick a little highlight in there later. And so I think now what I'm going to do is throw a brighter blue just right above the crease and in the crease, and that way when I start to darken the crease, there'll be a little bit of brightness above it. So I've got this one color here, but if I raise it up, I broke it, and if I raise it up, it'll fall and die. But it's, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's this really bright blue right over here. Do you see that? Okay. Okay, so now what we're going to do is place this blue, and I'm just using like a firm paddle brush. There's a lot of fallout, but I don't mind it because it's such a beautiful blue. And I'm not worried today about, you know, keeping my lines perfect and stuff, because we can clean this up before we put our foundation on. But I'm not blending too much yet. I'm just placing the color. And I'll also be putting this beautiful blue underneath on my bottom lashes, or below my lashes. And I'm going to leave a little hollowed out space here on my lid, not my whole entire lid. I'm not going to, you know, all the way, but I'm going to leave a little place there, and we're going to add a little shimmer in there. Okay, there's some brighter blue, and I'm going to grab a, let's see, this is a Luxie. I'm not sure the number anymore, I've had it a while, but it's just a fluffy brush, and I'm going to go ahead and start blending that out. And I'm just doing little circles like that right at the edge, because I don't want things to get too high up towards the brow. I like a little bit of space under my brow. And then I'm going to use what's left on my transition shade. And you know, there's a gray in here. There's a gray right here. I'm going to dip into there and use a little bit of that too as a transition. Transitions don't always have to be browns. Sounds like it started raining again. I love the rain. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye, and I'll be right back. Okay, now I know I look crazy, but I've blended out the edges, and you can still see like the brownish, you know, transition shades in here, which is not going to look so crazy once I have my foundation on. But I have really blended out up here with the gray, and so I mixed the gray and the blue right at where the, if I could talk today, that'd be great. It's pouring the rain. I hope that's not too loud for you guys, but I love the rain. But I have just blended gray at the very tip right into the blue, and have just, you know, feathered that out. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add some dark navy into the crease. So at the other end of this Luxie brush, they also have this, a flat paddle-ish brush, but it's also got an angle. So I'm just going to dip into this navy. And if you guys are wondering what this little palette is, I love these palettes. I have them in multiple colors. I ran across these one day at the gas station. I think it was like a Murphy's gas station. I was paying for my gas, and they were right there on the counter, and they were so bold and so beautiful. And it's so hard for me to find that blue that I like, that royal blue. And they were like $5.95 or $6, something like that. And I thought, ah, what the heck, so I grabbed them, and I have loved them. But they are called Clean Color Beautician Lab Matte Shadow Palette. I have never seen them anywhere else. I don't know anything about the company. I really probably should Google it and look up and see if you can buy these online, or look and see what the company is about, but I really haven't. But they are amazing for a spring or a almost like a summer tropical look or whatever. This is beautiful. I love these colors, and I've got another one here somewhere. It's got some other top blues in it, but anyway, so I'm gonna go into this navy blue. I've not used the navy too much, and I'm gonna go at an angle. I may have to add a little black to that. I don't think that's gonna be quite dark enough, but there's a beautiful black in here too. I may be able to do my whole eye look. No, I've got to use the highlight from a different palette, but that's beautiful. I may add a little bit of this navy blue at an angle right here, going up towards the brow a little, and then angle in. It's almost like a V, and then go into the crease. And I think I'm going to take it about 3/4 of the way in. I'm not going to go all the way in. And then I'll blend that in just a moment. I'm just laying down the color. Sometime with bright fashion shades, you want to lay down the color before you actually get into the blending. And this is just a really easy, quick look because it's already 4:30. People are going to be here. He told me to be ready at 6. So I don't know if people are going to be here or we're going to leave and go somewhere at 6. But I still need to do my hair and get dressed, so. Does that make you guys nervous when you don't know what somebody's going to do? People don't surprise me much. It's kind of hard to surprise me. And so when people say be ready at this time, or if somebody just surprises me, I really don't know what to think because it doesn't happen. I'm usually the one that surprises people. So now what I'm doing is reaching into the black, which is a black, and it does have fallout, but I don't mind the fallout when it's a great color. And I'm going to put this on the very outer edge and very inner crease. And then I will blend out that black and that navy blue. Now this look may be a lot for a lot of people, but the more dramatic, the better for me. I know I won't always probably be able to wear such dramatic looks, and some days I just wear very natural looks. But when you're in the mood, when you want to celebrate, when you want to feel dramatic and pretty, have at it. I'll go ahead and sweep away a little bit of this fallout. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to that Luxie brush and start blending that black and dark navy up into the lighter blue. But if there's a look that you'd like to see, like if this is not your taste and this is not your look, let me know and I will do my best to put out any kind of look that you want. I'll practice it even if I don't know how to do it or if I've never done it. And I will try to come up with some kind of easy concept because I really want to be able to show people how to do their makeup and not have to spend hours doing it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just don't have that long. You have kids, you have a job, you have responsibilities. You know what I mean? So sometimes you want to look like you spent hours but didn't. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a wipe and I'm going to clean up those edges just a little bit. And we can put some finished touches on the eyes after we get our foundation and all that on. So these are just Neutrogena wipes. And I'm going to start like right here at, well, first let's get all this out. Okay, and so then what I'm going to do is, let's see, I'm going to go here in the, right at the edge of my bottom lashes, and I'm just going to go up at an angle. And I'm going to take just a little at a time. And do the same thing over here. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to start putting on some foundation. I'm really red today. I think my blood pressure's up. I'm glad I'm feeling a little bit better. I woke up today. I was supposed to work today. And I woke up in excruciating pain, like horrible, couldn't get out of bed pain. And I took some medicine. And I have some health issues that cause pain and flare-ups, and sometimes it's hard to deal with. And that's why I've put on 30 pounds since November. And I went through a very stressful time, and the pain and everything together. I went through a bad depression, and so I had put on quite a bit of weight. And now I'm back on the track, and I have cut back out sugars and fried foods, and a lot of carbs. And it's a diet that I came up with about, I don't know, 2 years ago, and I lost 35 or 40 pounds in 3.5 months, and I kept it off, I don't know, over a year, until I went through that bad depression and wasn't eating like I should, and now I'm paying for it. But now that I'm back on it, this weight should start dropping off soon. I just started back this week, so hopefully there'll be a difference soon. And I really don't even care about the weight and the puffiness and all of that. I care about how I feel, and you know, how I'm treating my body. And you know, as you get older, you start to realize that you get one shot and one body to take care of, and you better take care of it the best way you know how, you know. Okay, so I have got on most of my foundation anyway, and I'm going to put on a little concealer, and this is the Maybelline Age Rewind, just to brighten this up just a little bit. Use the flat side of your sponge to blend in the concealer or concealer. Listen, I'm a country girl from Kentucky that lives in Virginia. My accent is country. The way I say things is very country. This is me, so get used to it or move on, because this is not going to change, not at my age. Oh, in my age, today I am 41. I'm a mom of 5 boys, which I've shown you before. I'm not ashamed of my age at all. I have earned every line, every little wrinkle. I'm proud to be 41. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is add some powder, and I'm going to use the Fit Me. What is this one? This is in light, the Maybelline Fit Me. And I'm going to use the bottom of my sponge like this and press it in on the places that I didn't add concealer. And then the places that I did, I'm going to use some Coty Airspun that's just translucent on the places where I did use the concealer and want to keep it a little lighter. And I'm going to grab a powder brush here, just to clean nothing on it, and wipe that away. I don't need to bake. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab an IT Cosmetics brush, and I'm going to start off with bronzer first, in the Rimmel bronzer in Sun Bronze, which I've hit pan on. This is the 3rd or 4th of these that I've hit the pan on, but it's a great summer color for fair skin. I'm just going to use that to warm up the face a little. And then I'm going to go into the Sugar Contour de Force Mini Bronzer in Woody Wonder. This one isn't hardly as warm. Okay, so on the end of this one has a fluffy brush, but on this one it has a little dome brush, if you can see that. And I'm going to get a lighter blue. Now in this one, there's a very light blue up here, and this is the one I have under the eye. So I'm gonna grab this one and go just right under the brighter blue and just smudge it out just a little so it's not so harsh. Now I'm going to grab some eyeliner. I'm going to try out this Ico Black Magic Liquid Eyeliner and Wide Lash. And I got this in, I think I got it in my Ipsy bag. I'm going to use this one here. It reminds me a lot of the way that the Kat Von D tattoo liner looks. So I'm just going to grab that. It's got a little bitty point like this. Okay. And I'm just going to follow this line that I've made with the eyeshadow, or just dab it on my face. I like to start my lines first. It's a beautiful liner, and I'm not going to pull it all the way in just because I like my eye to stay a little bit open sometimes, especially when I've got such harsh eyeshadows on, so I don't want to darken it up too much all the way in. Okay, so we've got that done. Beautiful eyeliner. Would definitely recommend this one. Okay, and so before this sets on there too long, I'm going to grab a powder brush and I'm going to go ahead and sweep off. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is add a little blush, and this is just a Firma 102 brush. And I'm probably just going to reach into this Profusion Blush 1, I guess, palette. Looks like this. And I'm just going to go into Blossom and maybe a little Popular. Came down a little too far here, but I can clean that up. And this is a little bit too pink for this look, so I'm going to darken that up a little bit. Not liking that at all. So what do? You grab some powder and your powder brush, and you diffuse it. Much better. That's better. Okay, so now I'm going to, just like if you hit a part of your face with your mascara and you wait till it dries, that way you can just flick it off, same way with eyeliner. Just like that. And then maybe grab your blender that still has a little powder on it. Like that. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. We need to get some eyebrows and mascara on. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and get those on off camera, and I'll be right back. Tristique. No one talks about this, and I'm not sure why. On one end it has an angled pencil. You can roll that up. This is an espresso. And on the other end it has a brow gel. Beautiful. It doesn't flake. It doesn't flake off once you put it on. It's beautiful. You can even brush through it once it sets if you need to. Perfectly fine. This is It's a little expensive. I think it's about $24 or $25, something like that, but it lasts for a while, and it's just waxy enough to keep things in place and not smudge like a regular brow pencil. It is so, so good. Totally recommend it. And then for my mascara, I'm just going to use the handy dandy L'Oreal Lash Paradise. Best mascara ever. Now be careful when you pick these up, because there's this one and then there's the waterproof one, and if you do not have something specifically to take waterproof mascara off with, it's gonna rip your eyelashes off. Like, it's there to stay. So I'm gonna throw these on and I will be right back. Okay, so I've thrown on some quick eyebrows, not perfect, and I have thrown on some mascara, and so now I'm just gonna throw on a quick under the brow highlight out of this palette right here. I'm gonna take a little dome brush and I'm gonna dip into this white with green reflect highlight. And then I'm gonna grab a little fluffy brush. I'll probably use maybe a little gold. Don't want it to be so white out on the face. And just to make sure that's blended in, go back over it with the blush brush and the powder brush. Okay, so for lips, I'm going to leave it very neutral, since these eyes are a bit much. I'm going to throw a little lip liner on, a little mauve-y. It's my favorite that I can't find again. So I'm just going to put on just a very little lip liner because I don't want it to be really harsh. I want to keep it really natural and just glossy. Maybe not that light. This L'Oreal Paris lip gloss. Let's see. There. That's perfect. And I know that I've been looking in this stupid monitor a lot, but that's just because I can't figure out if colors look true to color unless I look over here. But I know you're right there. I'm so sorry. I will get better. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go do my hair and change my outfit, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so I'm back and I have loosened my hair up just a little bit, and that's about it. And I put on this dark blue dress, and it's just long and straight. And I have found out that I'm going out to dinner with some friends and family, and so I will try to record a little bit while we're there, and that's it. So thank you for joining me while I put on my makeup to get ready for my birthday, and until the next time, be kind to each other and try to see the beauty in yourself and everybody else. Have a good one. Okay, I'm done.